Good evening, my ferocious fangs. Since it is Friday and the new Stranger Things episodes are out, I decided to discuss the show so far in terms of my thoughts and opinions, along with the stories thus far. And it is kind of a science fiction horror show, so seems fitting. There may be spoilers, so for those of you who haven't seen this great flashback to the 80s, go check it out before you continue, because I don't want to ruin it for you. To the new fangs of the channel, thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. Because without you, well, I would just be talking to myself, and that's no fun. To the new viewers, welcome to the cavern. To become a fang, click the subscribe button to join the fangdom. So, how many of you are fans of the show? I've been watching the show since the first season. I fell in love with the characters. It has some great horror elements and iconic pop culture references from the era I was born into. I didn't really get to grow up in the 80s. I was a little late to the party. I mostly grew up in the 90s. However, I recognize the games, the movies, and most of the music they talk about because I grew up listening to it. And, of course, I had cassettes growing up. I also had a Walkman. I had a boombox. I had all that type of stuff. And tons of cassettes that my parents had collected during that time. And some that were gifted. So there were like stories on some. My grandparents actually had a goose that would read us stories. It was kind of interesting. And I was really little. But with the show, I can't really name a favorite character. I love them all. The ones I think I resonate the most with, though, is Max and Robin. I was kind of weird growing up like Robin. She's kind of weird. And once I reached high school, I kind of gained an attitude because of all the bullying in middle school. Kind of like Max. Max also was kind of a loner. I was too. I didn't really want to interact with people. But people kind of forced their way into my bubble, kind of like with Max. I liked how the Upside Down world and the creatures that reside within were introduced in the first season. It made you wonder what their purpose is and how they got into our world in the first place, which we learn, I believe, in season 2. It's been a while since I watched the previous seasons, I'll admit. In season 2, Will is trapped in the Upside Down, and everyone is trying to figure out a way to get him out. How he communicates with his mom honestly reminded me of Poltergeist for some reason. In season 3, the Mind Flayer possesses Billy, and it was interesting to see how it all happened and went down. I know the Mind Flayer was in the second season, so its return was pretty cool. Now with season 4, there's a new being in the Upside Down who we learn is one of the staff members, Peter Ballard, of the facility. 11 was also in. We also learn that the same staff member was one of the first kids with these abilities that was in the facility. And it turns out he's one of the he's the actually creature that's causing chaos in the Upside Down and in Hawkins, and kind of controlling the Mind Flayer and the Demogorgons. I love the actor who plays him. I forget his name off the top of my head. I know him from Sweeney Todd and The Mortal Instruments, City of Bones, which I kind of wish they made another one because I actually liked those movies, well, that movie. I haven't watched the TV show, wasn't sure if I'd like it, so I have kind of avoided it. Anyways, back to Stranger Things. I can't wait to find out what happens next. I want to know how they'll defeat him and what the lead up is for the 5th and final season of the show. I'm actually sad that the 5th is it. Sorry, my dog barking in the background, so you can hear him. I honestly am sad that there is going to be one more season and that's it. However, I did read that they will be making spin-off shows or seasons. I'm not sure which right now. So what are your thoughts on the show? Who are your favorite characters? What do you think of the latest season? I've heard some people say that after the second season, it feels like they were trying to stretch the show to keep it going for us fans. Have you felt that way, or feel it all makes sense and it's all kind of explaining itself as the show goes on? I honestly think the show is coming together nicely and putting all the pieces from the past seasons together. So what do you think will happen in the next episodes of season 4? What do you think is coming in season 5? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I hope everyone has a phenomenal weekend and enjoy the new episodes of Stranger Things season 4 tonight. Take care. Until next time. Bye, everyone.